old. I'm my first pregnant.
Well, that is obviously bullshit. Nutritional shakes cannot help you get pregnant. There are only 3 liquids that can do that. A glass of Merlot, the honey-smooth music of Sade, and good old-fashioned jizz. And people might be making claims like that because they are desperate to move excess product. You see, broadly speaking, under Herbalife's system, distributors can get bonuses and massive discounts on products based on how much they buy, which can be a huge incentive to buy in bulk. For instance, let's say you're selling Herbalife's disgusting creamy chicken soup powder for $13.35. The cheaper you can buy from Herbalife, the more profit you should make. But to stay qualified for those higher discounts, you have to keep buying products. And it might not be easy to sell that. I'm sorry, because I hate to dwell on this. You completely said the pyramid scheme back there. And it tastes like good shavings inside a gerbil cage. And as one former top distributor will tell you, if you are just accumulating product, that can lead to a problem common enough to have a special name.
You'd call it garage qualified. They would stack as much product as they can in their garage, and at some point they would realize that they have to quit.
So people buy product more than they can sell. It sits in a garage. What happens? There's got to be an endpoint here at some point.
And when they run out of money, there's an endpoint. Exactly.
So Herbalife may be an industry leader in worthless crap people stick in their garage, along with, of course, the PT Cruiser. The car that looks like a sporty version of a hearse. And as a distributor, it is not easy to figure out exactly how you are going to make money. Just watch this Herbalife video from a few years ago explaining one narrow part of their insanely convoluted compensation plan.
Okay, here we go. Take a look at this example. Now, when E places a 4,000 volume point order at 42%, this counts as personal volume.
Share that with 10 people I love, adore, and admire. That's a tough ask. Let's see. There are the judges on this season of Project Runway. That's 3. There's Tim Gunn. That's from Longevity. Ought to be a flop. Wait, you kind of get your money back. That's
And then you're going to go out to the park.
I'm gonna say, but I can't deposit. But you cannot deny the picture that she paints is enticing.
But since this qualifies E to supervisor with a 1-month qualification, that volume now becomes encumbered for everyone in the upline. And remember, each upline distributor needs to accumulate 1,000 unencumbered volume points if they want to qualify for supervisor as well.
It's simple. And if you accumulate 10,000 unencumbered volume points, those are grouped into an unencumbered batch, which qualifies Benedict Cumberbatch for one unencumbered cucumber cummerbund. And while yes, that is absolute nonsense, it makes exactly as much sense as everything that came before it. In fact, to hear another former Herbalife distributor tell us, your main focus in the business might be less on products than on the people below you.
You don't make money from selling products. You make a little, not much, not enough to pay the bills that are racking up. You make money from signing people up.
Of course. It's like that famous salesmanship motto from Glengarry Glen Ross. ABSTCOSTOS. Always be selling the concept of selling to other salespeople. And at this point, that pyramid scheme question that we set aside earlier has to be addressed. Because in broad terms, if distributors' earnings come primarily from selling products to actual customers outside of the company, that is probably a legitimate business. But if those earnings come primarily from selling products to the distributors you've recruited below you, and their sales of product to the distributors they've recruited below them, all within the company, that may be a pyramid scheme. And any business that is set up that way has a big problem for a reason that, and I will warn you, does involve math.
Almost all of these schemes tell you that you can make money by just recruiting 3 or 4 or 5, let's say, 5. Then you let the 5 do their 5. That gives you 25. What they don't show you is that you could only do that 13 cycles, and you would exceed the population of the Earth.
It's true. Within 14 cycles, you run out of people. And that is assuming that everyone on Earth wants to be a protein shake distributor. And I can think of at least a few people who have better things to do. Alan Alda, for instance. Or Malala Yousafzai. Or Morton Harkett, lead singer of a-ha. The guy is still swimming in Take On Me money. He doesn't need this shit. And Herbalife CEO, Michael Johnson, has an interesting way of deflecting that whole pyramid scheme question.
I go back to any company. I started in Disney as a director, and I went to be executive vice president and then president of the international entity of the company. So I moved up 6 or 7 levels. And at the top was sitting the CEO of the company, Michael Eisner. Is that a pyramid? Is that any different than what we're doing here?
Yes! It is completely different. Disney was a corporate ladder. Those were all salaried positions with benefits. The company wasn't banking on you personally filling your garage with cases of unsold DVDs of The Lion King 2, Simba's Pride. But Johnson could have made a stronger non-pyramid case in that interview if he could have just shown how much money distributors get from selling product to actual retail customers. But conveniently, Herbalife didn't keep records of those figures. Now, unfortunately for them, the FTC recently finished a multi-year investigation into the company and filed a blistering complaint, walking right up to the line of outright calling it a pyramid scheme. They alleged Herbalife's compensation program doesn't incentivize retail sales, but rather the recruiting of additional participants who fuel the enterprise by making wholesale purchases of product, which sounds like, you know,